That time is 5 o'clock on this Saturday evening, December 28th, 2018. It is time off for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Saturday evening, December 28th, 2018. Good evening, I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It's 5 o'clock, and we have a temperature of 46 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Saturday is President Trump blames Democrats for deaths of migrant children on the border, while President Trump also moved to freeze pay for federal workers amid government shutdown. Media sneered millions of Trump's fashion choices fought over Michelle Obama. Trump says big progress is made on trade deal. House probe of FBI, DOJ's alleged anti-Trump Clinton bias hits on conservatives and with no report. Letter suggested federal workers who chose to continue over wet was post-traumatic accident, OPM said. Ray Payton, U.S. considered news writer, dead at the age of 26. Flight suspended at German airport after man tries to travel to tarmac. Morocco arrests Swiss national connector killed in the Scandinavians. Earthquake off Philippines coast to the regional wedding on high alert. Candidate to detain in China has been released. Driver charged after crashing at the gas pump in South Brattleboro. Tesla stock surges after car maker adds Larry Ellison to its board. Suspected malware attack causes major losses of newspaper delivery interruptions. Federal Reserve took President Trump's advice on interest rates. Super Bowl and food eclipse coming in January. Summer's brewing at SpaceX launch facility in Boca Chica State Park. Almost 39 patients potentially exposed to HIV and hepatitis at New Jersey Surgery Center. Opioids kill kids too for access to overdose, suicide, and homicide. International travel with measles arrived at New Jersey's airport, state officials say. Low cases surge. Peter Chill, News Time 5:02 on this Saturday evening. Time for sports report. The Boston Celtics meet Memphis Grizzlies down to Memphis game time 8 o'clock, while the Boston Bruins meet on the Buffalo Sabres at Buffalo game time 7 o'clock. And look at that college football playoff in the Cotton Bowl. It is Clemson and North Dakota, and 13:54 left in the second quarter. Notre Dame and Clemson with a 3-3 lead in the Cotton Bowl Classic in Arlington, Texas. Washington Wizards John Wall planning to go heel surgery that would sideline him for 6 to 8 months. Peter Chell, news time is 5:03. Egyptian force killed 20 terrorists and raids on 3 inland China to the country's Giza. North Sudan government early Saturday interministry announced in a statement. UK Home Security Secretary declares request at a major incident. Indonesia's not correct to volcano shakes after eruption. To Acorn Cedar, House Republicans fired a call to investigation FBI. EPA proposed rule change on mercury emissions. Peter Shallow News Time is 5:03 on this Saturday evening. And it's time now for a Peter Channel traffic and transit check. Baby! Let's study off on the MBTA Water Kingston Preliminary Train 1037 4:10 p.m. outbound off by 5 times basket between Quincy Center and Kingston. And otherwise, ferry, subway, commuter rails are looking good. Okay, looking at the highways and byways of New England and Rhode Island. 99, southbound south between Protector and Providence 146, southbound south slow before Route 95, and downtown Providence 146, and offbound south slow at 99, leading to Smithfield Stretch 95, not southbound south slow to 145 out in Foxborough. And 3 to southbound side, so at Durham Street to Ham. 7 Expressway, southbound side, so to the Spectre, the Braintree Split, 7 Expressway, northbound side, so to the Quincy Stretch, 485 at the southbound side, so before 290 in Bobber, 485 at the northbound side, so after Route 118 to Littleton, One way, stop outside smoke before 93 out in Reddit, and one way, stop outside hit breaks around Route 3 to Burlington. Central Massachusetts highways on looking good. Western Massachusetts 91, stop outside 291 in Springfield. Merritt Parkway, southbound side slow after 91 to Merritt and 84 westbound side slow at the Denver Stretch and Merritt Parkway. Both ends back from the Bridgeport Stretch. Merritt Parkway, westbound side slope to westbound out of Norwalk. 95 southbound side slope to Fairfield out of Stafford and 95 on the southbound side slope Milford Stretch. Okay, in Connecticut and 91 northbound side and slow down right Newbury, Vermont. Interstate 87 at 91 on southbound side also U.S. Canadian border out with 50 and 55 of both ends on South Quebec after U.S. Canadian border. Peter Child News Time is 5:05 on this Saturday evening. It's time now for a weather report. Looking at the radar, satellite loop shows snow flurries south of Buffalo, New York, and snow flurries upstate New York, the northwest of Vermont. Otherwise, a clear to podcast skies, and expect temperature to fall throughout the night after we started off in the 50s, and it turned out to be a nice start to your morning with the temperatures in the 50s, but it took a little tumble throughout the afternoon and expected it in the night. And temperatures about the region, it is in the 40s, but low to mid 40s and 70 minutes. Up to 36 in Worcester, 39 in Chickabiddy, 38 in Pittsfield, and 39 in Orange, Massachusetts, and the 30s, spot much of Nominal, 43 degree in Massachusetts, 40 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and it's in the low to upper 20s in Northern Vermont and New Hampshire, and it's in the teens to 20s in Northern Maine. Okay, looking at the forecast, and it goes like this. Tonight, increased skies about 23 degrees. Northwest about 5 to 7 miles coming after midnight. Winds gust is 23 miles an hour for Sunday. Mostly clouds about then grows to become sunny sky about 35 degrees. Calm wind Sunday night. Mostly crisp about 25 degrees. Calm wind for Monday. Partly sunny skies. How about 43 degrees? Calm wind coming south about 6 miles an afternoon. Monday night. Rain little at 37 degrees. South about 3 to 8 miles an hour. Just mentioned 100% New Year's Day. Just rain maybe before 7 a.m. Partly sunny about 57 degrees. West about 8 to 11 miles on side. 31 miles an hour. Just mentioned 30%. Tonight, a partly cusp about low about 30 degrees, north about 7 miles an hour for Wednesday, mostly cusp about 40 degrees, 7 about 24 degrees. North about 5 to 7 miles an hour for Thursday, partly cusp about 37 about 27 degrees. Calm and Kevin west about 6 miles an hour in the morning for Friday, partly cusp about 44 about 30 degrees. Winds west south about 3 to 7 miles an hour for Saturday, most south about 43 degrees of Curly and Taunton, 45 degrees of Fair Skies and Dalton, it's fair and 45. And it's Justin to the Peter Channel Newsroom from WCVB, Foxborough, Massachusetts, New England Patriots. Wide receiver Julian Edelby and 5 unnecessary references to 3 separate plays during the last Sunday's game against the Buffalo Bills, according to multiple reports. Reports with ESPN and NFL Network report the being fined a total of $63,504. The fines are for each of the individual players are $10,026, $26,739, $26,504. This is not the first time this season that the league has punished Edelby for unnecessary revenue was fined $26,739 for playing the Northern Windsor also occurred during a game against the Bills. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Saturday evening, December 29th, 2018. Viewers, hope you have a good evening. Goodbye to the Nazi at 11 o'clock for a later report. Hope you have a good evening.